Welcome back everyone, it's Elo Warrior. Today I have one of my best games lined up for you guys. In the past videos I've been very critical of myself and I wanted to show some of my improvement and some of my actual good games. All in the hope for you to learn from them and inspire to get better. As I always say, gaming is great but only in moderation. Please never game for too long and always keep a healthy lifestyle. It will make you better at Valorant. Trust me. This game was very eventful and guess what? It was on breeze. Yes, that's 3 videos in a row now. I should also mention that I haven't been following the routine of playing at least 3 games a day. It has been difficult, so I usually play whenever I have the time, which some might argue is better for ranking up, but maybe not so much for improvement. This game features some nice clips and was recorded recently, so stay tuned for what comes next, and without further ado, let's get into the gameplay. Alright, round 1. I'm on breeze defense again and I'm finally playing duelist as I can finally trust myself to be valuable to the team. I like to play with Sheriff on pistol rounds as Jet, as 2 body shots kills anyone, and even better if you headshot. I play A aggressively as I have a dash, but they go B, and I rotate through mid. I'm careful about where the enemies could be, and I try to peek, but I get dinked, which is really disorienting, and I panic and miss some super easy shots, and end up dying, and we end up losing the round. Alright, now it's round 2, and I play Sheriff Light Armor as we need to save. It's not a good strat as the Sheriff is expensive and Light Armor as well. I also decide to play A again, but in the end I decide to play Marshall and hold A. However, they are B. I want to highlight how I peek doors here. I make sure to clear every small tiny angle as the enemy could be anywhere. Being mindful of where the enemies could be allows you to be prepared for the unexpected. And as we have no idea where all the enemies are, it's smart to be cautious as they could be anywhere on the map. And let me pause here and say something important. During rounds, you have to eliminate all possibilities until you find the right one. It might seem hard to do in game, but with time it will happen to you. You constantly get new information that eliminates possibilities, and through that process, you reach a conclusion that will help you win the round. Alright, back to the round. I rotate to B, but I miss my shots in the end and get killed, and we lose the round. Alright, now we're on round 3, and I decide to buy Sheriff again, which is why I should have saved, but the team forced, and so I can buy Sheriff. I play aggressive A and hold this off angle, and I think they might be bids, so I switch and hold doors. They rush main though, and I try to be mindful of my positioning and where the enemies could be. Abilities are flying everywhere, and I see the Tejo, but I miss my shots. I pick up a Vandal and decide to peek main, but pay attention to my peeks here. I'm pre-aiming the angles that I'm peeking so that if an enemy is there, I literally don't even have to aim. I'm also splitting up the angles so I don't peek everything at once, and it's a really great way to take gunfights, and will 100% help you win them. I think Killjoy is pushed up, but Phoenix dies main, so I stay calm, I focus on my crosshair placement, and try to predict where her head will be if she peeks. That ends up working, and I barely have to correct myself, and I kill her and win the round. Alright, on round 4, I play window and hold this angle. I then peek mid long, and I try to see someone. They go B though, so I decide to try and get a timing. And here is the benefit of splitting angles, as I could have easily gotten killed by the breach, but I'm able to kill him. I then instantly pre-aim as I know they'll try to trade and I kill the Astra. What I didn't expect, however, was a third trade from the Tejo. I should have just left, but I overheat and he gets a nice shot on me, and the team sadly loses the round as well. Okay, skipping over to round 8, I decide to play A as always. I want to play aggressively and decide to peek mid doors. I miss the shots on Tejo and back off. I hold the angle because I know Reyna wants to peek because of her flashes. It's not that smart though, as I could get easily traded by the enemies, but I had my Sova with me and knew he would trade. I get her and try to back off because Tejo threw his bombs, or whatever you call them. However, my Sova backs off and lets them enter for free. That's how the Killjoy was able to catch me with my pants down, but my team thankfully closes out the round. Alright, on round 9 now, and I play B. I decide to peek mid as the Astra smoke implies that they will go there, and I'm able to get the Reyna. I somehow get dinked though with an insane shot, so I back off. The team starts doing well and getting kills, and I peek with the chamber. And I was able to get the Astra with some nice aim. Tejo over here is alone, and we all peek him, and I happen to get the kill. It's a nice 3k, and I think I played that round pretty well. Alright, on round 12 now, the last round of the half, I decide to peek A main aggressively with my dash, and I hold an off angle. Off angles are great, as the enemies don't expect them, but they need to be used in a smart way every time per game, as enemies will and can adapt to them. Here it worked, and I get Tejo, and I dash away quickly. I was able to dodge the breach ult, and getting that pick was super important, as now we are up in numbers, and are more likely to win. I play slow with my team and hit a nice shot on Reyna, and my team kills the Astra, so we win the round. Up till now, my impact has been evident thankfully, and it continues also through the attack round. Okay, so round 13, the first round on attack, we go B, and I go B main with my team. I push up to mid and try to fight the Reyna. I embarrassingly miss some easy shots, but as the Sheriff only needs 2 body shots, I'm able to kill her, as well as her just missing a lot of her shots as well. I circle back and go main with my team, and the chamber cooks and gets 2. I peek mid from B with chamber, and I'm able to get the breach with body shots. My team calms that KJ is on site, and so I instantly try to think where she could be. And in my head, I'm thinking she's at back, which is the name of the call out. And I hit a very, very clean shot on the killjoy to close out the round, and my team hypes me up. And right now, my mental was pretty great, and I'm honestly really proud of that shot. Skipping over to round 16, we decide to go A main. As a duelist, you should always try an entry and be the first through the site to help the team, which is what I tried to do. And I'm quite careful. I peek with chambers so we can trade each other, but they smoke off the site and we rotate as the team comes, which is the right play. I'm careful at mid, which is great, but the Astro dinks me and hits some nice shots. And as I said before, getting dinked is very disorienting, and I panic, so I die and we lose the round, sadly. Alright, now on round 19, I plan to play with my knives as most of my team is saving, and it could be our win condition. I peek window, but miss on the breach, and I updraft to see if I can get someone, but sadly I don't. We decide to rotate A through mid, and I'm careful as someone might be rotating from mid, which is correct as Tejo is there. I miss almost all of my knives, but I calm myself and I hit the last one to restore all of them. I also saw the chamber died at B, so I go back there to get another pick. I'm not afraid though, as I have knives and I'm 100% accurate while moving with them, so I stay constantly moving and never stop, and I'm able to get the killjoy. I don't really have an impact on the rest of the round, and my team wins it in the end. Alright, now on the final round, we decide to go A main and I play slow with my chamber. We push fast and mix smokes. I peek and I'm constantly pre-aiming the angles. I'm trying to eliminate where the enemies could be. I hear someone ramp and I hold the off angle and kill them. I whiff on the killjoy though, and she hits a nice shot on me, but Mix finishes out the game. Overall, I really like how I played in this game. I calmed a lot, also I was constantly thinking about my plays, and I felt like I had a lot of impact on the team. I hope you guys could learn something from this video and that I inspired you. All in all, not much to talk about, but this game was fun and enjoyable, which is very important for Valorant and the mental in Valorant, as it is very important. Apologies for yapping, but thanks for watching and see you guys in the next video.